Okay, good morning. It's 10:22 in the morning. Today is November the 19th of 2025. We're here once again at Riverbend Detention Center, and we're going to be talking to Mr. DeMarcus McNeil. I think we have everyone in that's going to be speaking this morning listed here, and we'll go over them in just a few minutes. Mr. McNeil, would you tell us what your DLC number is?
70649, sir.
Okay, and would you tell us, introduce yourself to us? I said what your name is, but I want to hear you say, what is your name?
DeMarcus Deshaun McNeil.
Okay. We're at Riverbend Detention Center. Sir, the staff, would you introduce yourself, please, sir?
My name is Lieutenant Jonathan.
Okay, Lieutenant, thank you for hosting us this morning. Mr. Marcus McNeil, you are accused of violating certain conditions of your parole, and that's what we're here to talk to you about this morning. The first one is about a domestic violence or domestic battery that occurred on 4/7 of 2025. And in that case, I believe you pled guilty to criminal mischief. Is that okay? A violation of rule number 4. Are you guilty of that or not guilty of that violation?
I am not guilty of the domestic. They didn't want to drop it, so they just made me put it out to the criminal mission. But I'm not guilty of the domestic abuse.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. Can I get on the record, please?
Yes, sir. I'll call you in just a moment. Okay. When we talk about support.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
First one I talked to.
That's the attorney.
Yes, sir, I know.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. And so your plea on that is going to be that the arrest occurred, but that you were not guilty of the offense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. They dropped it. They dropped the domestic and just gave me a 60-day credit for time served on a criminal mischief.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And the second one is the rule that that we're here to discuss is rule number 10 or condition 10, where you owe $315 fees. Is that guilty or not guilty of that, or guilty with a statement or not guilty with a statement?
I'm guilty with a statement because whenever I discharged from Catahoula in October 30th, I had went to the parole board, and the probation and parole office in Norbury, and I had signed up, but I didn't hear from my parole officer until in the January, beginning of February, and before the Christmas break, I called back to the parole office, the parole office in Norbury, and told them that, hey, I've been home, and my parole officer.
Yes, sir. Let me stop you for just a second. I was just trying to get the preliminaries done here. So we'll have a chance to get into your total statement and all in just a minute. Let's hear from your attorney before you go any further, and we'll talk to let's see, Mr. Darren Matthew Johnson. Is that correct, Mr. Johnson?
That's correct. I want to thank the board for accommodating me today. I wanted to also apologize to the board. I didn't know that this matter was going to be set on this date before I'd scheduled another motion hearing. So I'm in between hearings right now, and I know that the board had called me originally, and I couldn't answer because I was in court. So I want to thank the board for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of Mr. McNeil. I would like to tell the board, while I represented Mr. McNeil probably, I guess, about 6-7 months before I was able to get the charges dropped, he's been out of 25 years of me doing it, has really been an ideal client. He's expressed remorse to me. He's an articulate young man, and I really, really believe that he has a bright future ahead of him. The reason I was able to get the charges reduced was because the alleged victim, I think she's on the Zoom now, Miss Chloe, she had admitted that he had never hurt her, never harmed her. There were no pictures or any type of evidence of any signs of abuse. What happened in that case was that there was a little bit of bickering and arguing, and the neighbor called the police. Miss Chloe, the alleged victim in the case, never called the police. I was able to share these issues with the prosecutor, and he agreed with me, dropped the charges down to what was it? Criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of where we are at this
Okay.
point. So I would.
Right, and everything you
That's pretty
said,
simple.
yes, thank you.
Sir,
Yeah, okay.
yes,
Your
sir.
video is frozen for just a moment, and
Okay,
but we did hear what you said, and I was going to reaffirm that according to the police reports is what we've got. It says the same thing that you're saying, that the
right,
neighbor called, that there may have been, it may have shoved each other one time, but there was no pictures, no damage to her, and that she even told the police at the time, because many times we come across cases where the victim recants, but in
right,
this particular case, the victim didn't have to recant because they already were telling the police nothing happened.
right.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know that we have that information.
And one other thing, if I could address to the board, if he does owe $300 or whatever it is, my office will volunteer to pay it. I don't know if it's outstanding, but he recently has a child that was born, and I need this young man. I think society needs this young man back in the mainstream of work, and so that the state can stop taking care of Mr. McNeil, and the state won't have to take care of his newborn child as well. But Mr. Board, I tell you that you called it exactly right. That's the reason why I was able to get the charges reduced to criminal mischief. And that's
Okay,
all I have to say, Your Honor.
but thank you, sir, and thanks for calling me Your Honor. I've never been called that.
I'm
Okay.
just,
You're used to addressing that.
I'm just used to that for 25 years.
Okay, yes, sir. Now let's speak to Miss. We have two people that want to address, and please keep your remarks as short as you feel like it can be because things are looking good. Okay, so Miss Chloe, I'm not even trying.
Cuvier.
Cuvier. Okay. Yes. Would you speak to us and tell us a little bit about what you got to say?
Yes, sir. My name's Chloe Cuvier. They're saying I'm a victim in the case, but honestly, he's never put his hands on me. He's never done anything like that to harm me, sir. It was
Okay.
all a misunderstanding with the neighbor.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, thank you. I don't mean to cut you off, but
Yes, sir.
I think it'd be best.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's speak to Maria Mosley. Thank you for being on Zoom with us also, and you are a former employer, I believe it is. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Good morning. I'm Maria Mosley with Conrad Industries. I do work in HR, and I'm just here to just give just some hire dates. Mr. McNeil was hired December the 12th of 2024, all the way through April the 10th of 2025. He was a very good employee, very respectful young man, never had any write-ups, and also has the potential to be a very good employer and a very good welder. Never had any complaints from his supervisor concerning Mr. McNeil.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate you taking the time to let us know that also.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. McNeil, is there anything, I didn't mean to cut you off to get to your attorney, but I wanted your attorney to be able to be on there to advise you if you need to say anything. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? Well, tell you what, instead of you giving a statement, let me just ask you a question. You were ordered to take a domestic violence. Have you had a chance to go to that domestic violence court?
No, they said once I get released, I have to show back up to Morgan City Courthouse to get the address or something to where I have to go to do it. I can't. They don't offer them classes here in Riverbend.
Okay, and you're gonna do that. We can trust
Yeah.
that you get that taken care of, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Immediately.
I think that I'm prepared to vote. I'll ask my folks if they're
I'm ready to vote.
okay. I'll be the first to vote, and my vote is that you not be revoked, that you take that class like you're supposed to, and that you be released.
I concur with Mr. Prater.
I concur with Mr. Prater.
Okay, congratulations today at 10:32. Your parole has not been revoked, and please take that test. I mean that course as you were ordered by the court, even though it wasn't a domestic violence. I think the court wants to cover themselves and get that done. So take that. It'll be all straight. And Mr. Johnson, thank you for appearing today.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for your patience. I really, really appreciate it, and I really believe in Mr. McNeil. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.